nice to have you here.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Very excited.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited. You know, we've never met.
I know, we just met.
Which I can't believe. I sat behind you on a plane and I just...
Really?
I stared at your head the entire time.
I hope I behave. I usually just fall asleep on planes.
That's what you were doing.
Yeah.
And I so wanted to just, like, come by and say hi and have a little chit-chat. But you really put up a, like, don't even.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, I'm very shy. And whenever I see, like, a celebrity on a plane, there's always this weird thing of, like, I know they're a celebrity. Should I go over to them? And then I think, why would I go over to them just because we're both
right?
well known? Right. So it's very awkward and weird. So I usually just pretend to be on my phone, and then I usually just go to sleep.
But I watched you the whole time. I was pretty far back, so I could just see the top of your head, so it wasn't really that gratifying, but now I'm thrilled because I'm right here with you.
Yeah, the top of my head is not very gratifying. No, not very gratifying at all. You were dancing, right? You were dancing with the audience before the show.
I was. You know, anytime I'm asked to dance, look at me.
Look at this.
Oh my God.
Wow. You weren't just dancing with one, you were dancing with everyone.
I will dance with anyone and everyone. You know, I like
Wow. Wow, you were going all out.
I'm shameless. What can I say?
Wow.
Put me on a dance floor. You should see it with a couple drinks in me. That's all right? I can say.
Yeah.
Luckily, I had my clothes on.
You're going to be on the upcoming Celebrity Apprentice All Stars. Is this correct?
I know. Can you believe that?
You're going back.
I know. Anderson.
This is my idea of hell, being on that show.
Okay. And it was my idea of hell. The first time, it was the worst experience of my life.
Really?
I'm not kidding you.
Why?
I'm not kidding you. Well, I worked with some people that will remain nameless because I won't utter the name, but there were some people.
Who? Yeah. Star Jones?
Nasty. Oh, did I say that?
Oh,
you said it.
I can't believe that. You would say that about her.
No.
I've said nothing but nice things about her my entire life.
She was so easy to work with. It was so much fun. I loved every moment of it. No, it was
really?
Not a
it
very...
was nastiness, really? That's
well,
too bad.
nastier than I've ever experienced.
So what made you decide to come back?
Here's the thing. They call me at the, 11th hour because, you know, they know I'm never going to come back. I hated it that much. I really did. I mean, I was off second. I mean, I was fired so fast I never even got to do anything. So they called me, I think, because they couldn't find anybody else, probably. And they called me at the last minute and said, you know, would you come back on? And I said, no, absolutely not. I won't do it. My 11-year-old was in the car with me at the time, and she goes, Mom, you need to go back and do it. You need to fix that. You need to go back and make that okay for yourself. I have a very wise 11-year-old.
Yeah.
I do. So I did.
Wow.
So I did, and guess what? I had the time of my life.
Really?
Yes. I got to turn it around.
Oh, that's good.
So, I mean, how often do you get to do that in life?
I like that you went back and you faced the demon.
The demon, I did. And I could have been yanked off again really quickly, but I go a little further this time. I can't give it away, but you know what? It was really gratifying, and I highly recommend going into those nasty situations again.
Wow. I'm a big believer in jumping headfirst into the things that scare you most, and so I think that's a good thing.
I am too, and that scared me because it wasn't fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you do things that aren't really that fun.
Well, no, to me, that idea, being on that show, it looks like I could never in a million years do that show.
You could.
No, it looks so unappealing to me and on so many different levels. But
so true. It is.
Yeah.
On so many different levels.
Yeah, I'm not good at games. I don't want to have to run around Times Square trying to convince people to buy things and
calling your friends and asking for money.
See, I can't do that.
That's hard.
I cannot actually. I have this weird thing. I cannot ask anybody for anything.
But would you do it for charity?
No, I can't.
You can't even for charity.
I would pay my own money to avoid having to
Seriously?
ask. Yeah, no.
Then you need to do it.
I built my entire career around a passive-aggressive way of getting to be a reporter without having to ask anyone for a job.
Seriously?
Yeah. I came up with this whole scheme where I just started going to wars by myself.
It's worked well for you.
No, it's true.
Hasn't it? It's worked so well
I know. I've been
for you.
very lucky. No, I've been very lucky.
Gosh, I think you need to teach me some of that. Seriously.
The worst idea in the world to me, the worst job in the world is being a booker for a news show or a talk show, because the bookers have to be relentless in calling people up, and they're calling people, and they're calling people at the worst time of their life.
Horrible.
Like somebody has just I don't know, there's been a fire in the house, and they're like, oh, good time to call the person. And they're like, yes, I know your house is on fire, but would you come down to the studio? And they get...
Right.
Yes.
With a note in it. You send like a Domino's pizza with
fact,
a note
do you remember,
saying, call me.
Okay, remember suntan lady, crazy suntan,
Yes.
Suntan lady? One of our bookers, God bless her, went down, Stacy, went down with, what did she bring?
Was it Swedish meatballs?
She brought
like her sausage and peppers or whatever her favorite was.
A platter of like sausage and peppers to the woman's house to like somehow convince her to be on the show. And it somehow worked. I mean, I don't understand.
It's pretty easy once you get to do it, because I had never really done it. But once you do it, you'd be surprised.
Really? You get it?
Yeah. I got good at it.
It's like these politicians who spend hours on the phone all day long getting people to donate money, give them money, raise money.
It's an art.
Yeah, I guess. It just, it's not an art I want to be part of.
I want to learn about this passive-aggressive thing that you do.
I specialize in a lot of passive-aggressive behavior.
So does my husband.
Really?
But that's a whole nother story.
Really?
Yeah, you remind me of my husband a lot. But here's what we figured out. Because before I came, we were chatting, and we watch you all the time, of course. And he, I told him that you like reality shows and like you watch these things. And he looked at me and he said, Anderson sounds like a combination of you and me put together. So I think you may be Harry Hamlin and Lisa Rinna, like,
I might be
together.
a love child.
You might be.
I might be.
I don't know. I thought that was pretty good.
There's a lady in our audience, Jeanette. Jeanette, over here. I got to talk to Jeanette because Jeanette was in our audience. Jeanette, when were you in our audience? What? Early October. Yes. And you were in our audience, and you passed out.
Well,
outside online, waiting to get in, and we were gonna take you to the hospital, and you're like, no, I want to see the show.
And meet you.
And meet me, which I appreciated. And we have the same haircut.
Yeah.
And
but I pay more.
you pay more, right? You go to Oscar Blondie, if my memory serves me correctly. How I remember this, I don't know, but Oscar Blondie, who also does like Kelly Ripa's hair, and I pay $16 for my haircut from a guy named Isaac on 7th Avenue. Anyway, you were so sweet, and because you didn't go to the hospital and you stayed with us, we gave you a gift card for lunch. Long story short is, you live in the Rockaways.
And I lost everything.
You lost everything, and you brought some pictures of our house. This is what's happened to your house. The clothes you're wearing right now, these are donated clothes. How are you doing? How are you holding up?
Not great.
Yeah.
It's been hard.
Hug.
My sister lives next door to me, and she lost everything too. But she was in the condo when the water hit. I was on vacation.
I have to give her a hug.
I met you once before at Studio Park.
Well, hi.
Shopping, because I was here for the show, for the shopping show.
Oh, of course you met me shopping.
Joan Rivers.
Cute.
You also, you lost the gift card that we gave you, and it was in your apartment.
Everything washed away.
Unbelievable. But you're staying strong?
No.
No?
It's hard.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm not 25 years old, and we're starting all over again, living with relatives, not knowing when. Oh, there it is. Not knowing when we're going to be moving back and how it's going to get paid. We got an astronomical amount of money to put that back together.
Yeah.
It's gutted to the studs. There's nothing left.
And have you dealt with insurance and all that stuff yet, or?
Well, I've tried. We're not really getting too far.
Yeah, it takes forever.
It's taken forever, and they refused my sister. And
really?
She lives right next door. She had the same destruction as I did.
Oh.
I don't know.
I'm glad you're back here. I'm glad you're alive.
I am
and
too.
doing
You're
okay.
my two favorite people.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we obviously. We're getting you another. We're obviously getting you another gift card for lunch. Since that, we're also getting you $1,500 just to give you some clothes and stuff. So we want you to be all right. All right. I'm glad you're here. All right. So
love and light to all of you.
So a couple of just weird stories in the news. There's a new trend which I'd never heard of, called poker tox, which apparently a New York doctor is offering poker tox, which is Botox for poker players, so that the poker players don't give away anything. So so you can't tell what kind of a hand they're having, which
I don't know. Why do you call it poker talks? I mean, I have poker talks. I don't know if you have to call it poker talks. I can still move my face.
But it is interesting. You see a lot of actors now who have a lot of stuff, and in scenes
they can't move their face.
They can't move their face.
They can't, and it's true. And there's some young people out there that have frozen faces and can't move their face.
Which now these young people are doing it at like
I don't get that.
21, 22, saying it's preventative. I'm like, preventative of what?
Not at that point.
Yeah,
I mean, that's silly. And I don't think there's anything. What is this?
Alyssa on Facebook says, being a poker player myself, I have to say this is the dumbest thing ever. Botox won't stop you from playing a hand badly. Well, all right. And Rose says, if I want a poker face, I'll just play Gaga. Oh, that's good. I like that one.
Seriously, oh my God, would you do this to help with your poker face? Botox for poker players. I don't think it would work because I think your tell is inside. Don't you think? I mean, I'm not a poker player.
I would think something in the eyes would still tell something.
I think it's marketing.
It's totally marketing.
Would you ever have Botox?
I don't. Well, no. At this point in my life, no. But I think it's totally an unfair standard for guys. Guys can be like droopy and old like me.
And look great. You're not droopy and old.
Well, no. But I mean, I have this like huge crease in my, in my face that I've had since I was 10 years old. I had gray hair, and for a guy, gray hair is distinguished. But God forbid a lady has gray hair. People say she looks older.
It's a double standard.
Which I think some women look great. Jenna, I love your gray.
Yeah,
I love your white hair.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
It's weird.
So it's a total double standard, I think, for men and women. It's very unfair.
Total double standard.
It's very unfair. There's another, we're obsessed. I'm obsessed on the show with new products that are just weird and dumb. And we've had a whole bunch. There was one recently for babies that it was a baby like jumper that had basically a Swiffer on the arms and the legs. So then the baby crawled, it cleaned. Yeah, that's true.
Seriously?
Yeah. So this is a new one. It's actually a pretty controversial toy. It's $89. It's a breast milk baby, and it's specially designed to teach the importance of natural breastfeeding to little girls. But some parents are saying it's sort of sexualizing and sort of it's not appropriate for little girls. Okay. Anyway, the idea is the little girl wears this thing that has two. Excuse me for pointing. Two magnets.
Point away, Anderson. Point away.
Yeah. Believe me, that's about all I can do is just sort of point. Okay, has two magnets, right? And you turn the baby on.
I can't clasp it.
Crying baby, right? And then the only way you can make it stop is by putting it up to the magnet.
I'm going to start lactating. I'm not kidding. I will be lactating in 5 minutes. Are you kidding me? Because there's movement happening,
right,
ladies.
Yeah. The baby, Terrence, you try it.
Oh my
God.
The baby is actually like suckling onto the magnet.
Let me see. Oh, I got to do this right.
Oh my God. No, this isn't right. It's not right.
It works.
And
it's not right. No.
So
Lisa,
creepy.
you need a cloth.
I do. Oh, I need
And
my...
then what happens if you take the baby away? Does it
Wait.
start to cry again?
Yeah, I think it does. It does.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't feel comfortable in I got to do my claw. There we go.
How much is it?
And look at the bottom. Terrence, it's just creepy now. Just put it down.
Yeah,
right?
now it's creepy.
But look at the box.
put the baby
It's
down here.
like happy girl having the breast put on her, and then the baby goes chup, chup, chup. And then on number 3 goes blurp. I mean, it's just weird.
It's not right. I think it's too sexualized for this age.
I think it's a strange.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to say no.
Yeah, we're going to pass on that. Although I like the look of that on you.
You like this?
Yes, that's sort of an interesting look.
It is, isn't it?
We got a lot coming up. It's our Frugal Friday show today. We've got a holiday edition, the #1 shopping streak that will save you thousands this season. We'll be right back. is my co-host for the day. I'm very happy to have you here.
Why, thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
We're still in the first 15. Got a couple of other items in the news. There's a new book out for kids that's getting a lot of attention. It's called, you know, now there's books for basically all sorts of kids. This is The Night Dad Went to Jail. Yeah. And look, it's the poor rabbit who's very sad, clearly because the rabbit's dad went to jail. And there's all these different sections like, let's see. Let's look at some of the other pictures. Things have changed since Dad went to prison. Mom works even more than she used to. Grandma helps take care of us too. I mean, it's kind of sad that this is necessary, but I actually think it's not a bad idea.
I guess. I mean, well, Charlie Sheen his kids could use it, right? I mean, maybe the girls could use it. I mean, that's bad. I know, but really.
Where are you taking my dad? I asked. What did he do? Your dad may have broken a law, the officer said. We need to ask him some questions at the police station. That's how it always starts. We need to ask him some questions at the police station. Dad better get a lawyer, says Mom. No. But
you know what? I'm feeling like it's still just a little too confusing and a little too much.
Dad's sentence is for 6 years. That's a long time to wait to go fishing again. I don't think they were doing a lot of fishing before Dad went to jail anyway. But
I'm thinking that this may be just a little bit of a stretch.
a little bit of a too much.
A little too much for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not taking it home.
You're not.
But then
That's
again,
right.
just in case.
You never know.
Just in case.
Talking about going to jail, it's amazing to me what people put on YouTube.
Have you ever been in jail?
No, I have not. Going to jail is one of my biggest fears.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I still have nightmares every now and then that I've done something wrong
Me too.
and that I get caught.
Me too.
Really? Yeah.
Yes. It's horrible.
Yeah,
and then you're stuck. I have dreams like I've killed somebody.
Oh, really?
Yes, and then I go to jail, and you can't erase that.
Yeah, that's hard to erase.
It's hard to erase.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I've never been arrested, and you've never been arrested.
I've never been arrested. I once, as a kid, the only bad thing I did as a kid, I was using firecrackers in Central Park.
Boys do that.
And the police, it was like a SWAT operation because I guess we were staying in the same spot too long, and a bunch of undercover police officers surrounded us.
Wow.
And I mean, I gave up my friends in a second. I mean, I turned. I mean, I ratted them out. I gave home addresses. Oh, yeah. No. I set up sting operations to rat out my friends.
Don't mess with you
That's
when
right.
it comes to
That's
jail.
Right. I had a team of lawyers making me a deal.
Woo!
I set them up. Yeah, I don't know. I'm such a wimp.
All right, so maybe if I ever do get arrested, you might be the first one I call.
Right now.
I don't know. Help me.
I also don't feel like I would do well in jail. I feel like, I don't feel like I would
That might not work for you.
I just don't feel, I would be like, hi, guys. Hi. I'm here.
Yeah, and I for sure wouldn't do well in jail myself.
Yes.
Can you picture? No.
No,
Right.
I cannot, yeah.
You kinda
I
can't.
would want to be in like solitary confinement. I would be like, no, I'm fine. I'll just read. I'll just read a lot.
too.
And, yeah. But anyway. I'm
No, how did we get on that?
hopefully not going to go to jail. What?
When you're ready, we're going to get to the video that you teased.
Oh, you're saying I should move along?
No, whenever you're ready.
You're bored with
We're
my jail
having
talk?
such
I'm
fascinating
having a great time with you, too.
conversation,
I still have
though. Are we
nightmares
not?
that I have not completed a course in college, and that do you all still have this?
Any mental health problems?
For me, it's my German class that I took in high school, and Frau Prokuda, my German teacher, is very upset with me, and I still wake up in a cold sweat that there's some test I haven't taken, and then I'm going to get called back there.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
Sorry, Lisa. Sorry.
It's okay. No, I could listen to this for hours. I think
We
you
do.
Could, you could use therapy. You could.
Yes, I know.
You could use a little therapy.
You're not the first person to suggest it, believe it or not. Anyway.
Be good for you.
This is a girl put this stuff on YouTube bragging about robbing a bank, saying that she made all this money robbing a bank. Let's show this video. She's showing about $6,000 that she says she stole at gunpoint from a bank. Her name is Hannah Sabata. She's 19. She lives in Stromsburg, Nebraska. Anyway, of course, after posting this video saying she also stole a car, guess what? She got arrested. So there you go.
How
Yeah.
dumb can you be, but I will say.
That's the mugshot.
Look at this mugshot.
Yeah.
Oh, she's not very happy about that.
Yeah, no.
Because, it's all about these kids. Because, I have an 11-year-old and a 14-year-old. It's all about posting pictures on Instagram and on Facebook. So I can see why she would do that.
That must freak you out.
Freaks me out beyond.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you a little something. The other day, I saw a picture, and I can't do it on camera because it's a no-no, but my daughter had a certain finger on her forehead in this picture. You know which finger.
She put her own finger.
She put her own finger on her forehead like that in this picture, and I have to tell you, I slammed her down so fast because you have to.
Right.
I mean, that's out there
forever.
Yeah. That's
and also,
the problem.
I mean, the kids today, they don't know.
Kids today.
But seriously, people do not realize, you go for a job interview, all this stuff is accessible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I am putting the fear of God in them right now. I mean, really.
If I was a parent, that would freak me out, just that my kid would do something dumb.
Well, because I don't know about you, but I was pretty dumb at that age.
Yeah.
That's my fear.
I also think about just stupid stuff I did as a kid. I grew up in New York City, where we grew up in high-rises. We used to my friends and I used to just throw stuff out the windows all the time. All the time. We would throw Matchbox cars out the window. I mean, it's true.
My balcony went on fire from people like you.
What do you mean your balcony went on fire?
Someone threw something out the window, a cigarette, and it caught on fire on the balcony.
We would throw flaming things out the windows all the time. Like water balloons from the 38th floor, that sort of stuff. Yeah,
that would
crazy.
be fun. But they really are. They don't think. And now that you have this social media, you do something stupid like that girl did, and you go rob a store and you steal a car, and then you go, guess what? Look what I did.
I had a friend from high school who I will not say his name, who's gone on to be very successful. He used to take his BB gun and shoot it out the window of his apartment at other apartment windows. And I used to think it was fun. I used to think it was kind of fun and interesting.
And back then you would have posted it on Instagram.
Right.
And now everybody in the world gets to see it. I'm scared to death every single day.
I can imagine, yes.
Scared to death.
I scare myself. I
so imagine
can't imagine
if you
having
had
kids.
2 others.
I can't. I cannot imagine.
It's the most frightening thing.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Do you have teenagers? Who has teenagers?
Yeah. I would be worried all the time. Are you worried all the time? All the time. Yeah. You look worried right now, actually.
Yeah,
your hands
but
are ringing.
you're here.
Yes. This is making you even more nervous.
Right? And you're not watching them every second of the day?
Well, I'm worried that when she's asking for an email account.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because when we were kids, you talked on the phone, and everybody in the house could hear your conversation, or your mom could pick up on the other line.
Right, and you don't know who they're talking to on email.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to regroup. Up next, a controversial dating website that pairs rich men with attractive women looking to travel. Would you take them up in their offer? Later, the newest star of Glee is right with us. We'll be right back.